What's up, everybody? It's Senpai Kohai Gaming. It's your boy Senpai Nero here, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking another look at a deck that it looked really interesting. It actually has been floating around in Legend, but it's not as well known. So it's Dragon Paladin. So I just found this list here on HS Replay, and honestly, I did change a couple things here. There was a few different lists that were running different things. Some were running Glowstone Technician, some weren't. But regardless, this is basically the list that I'm rocking with now. Some didn't have a Cathedral Gargoyle or Fairy Dragon, but I kind of want more of a curve out type deck where really you're just looking to play something on every turn of the game until you win, basically. So we do have some pretty powerful cards here. There's definitely some good cards in just the dragon package that you get, as well as these hand buffers. You can make some pretty big and pretty strong dragons. And also something to note, and I did play a little test game here with this deck. I did win against Aggro Hunter, but that's because I had double buffed Nightmare Amalgam in my hand, and then I magnetized Ziliax to him, and he's like a 13-13 or something ridiculous like that, or however that math works out, and healed for a bunch. Needless to say, I won that game. But anyway, this deck does look pretty fun, so I'm going to be playing a few games here and just kind of showing off the deck and what it has to offer, and if you like it, maybe you'll go ahead and craft it. Who knows? Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the games. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I just mulligan all of these against a Warlock. It could be Carpet Zoo, or it could be a more handlock based deck, but that's not very good either. Honestly, what I was looking for was my 2-drops. Bronze Herald does make this hand a little bit better here, but it would be nice to draw a 2-drop like Fire Tree Witch Doctor or Cathedral Gargoyle right now. Fairy Dragon, I'll take Fairy Dragon. Something we can play here and against certain types of Warlock. He won't be able to deal with it besides a board wipe, so it could actually get in for quite a few damage. Alright, I guess we'll just play this Bronze Herald here and we'll just go in. Might as well. But yeah, so far this deck does look pretty cool. I do genuinely like mid-range type decks. I like these type of decks where you kind of just curve out, play some cool, powerful cards, and hopefully you win the game off of that. Those are definitely my favorite type of decks to play. Now, I think what we can do is we can actually just do both of these, because if he Hellfires this turn, then, I mean, we're not losing anything, really. Well, that was kind of bad on his part. But, the Cathedral Gargoyle, it still stays if he Hellfires, but he's not going to Hellfire. He's a Sun Fairy Protector? Yeah, Sun Fairy Protector. Okay. Oh, that is... yeah, that's fine, actually. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll hit it. Up here. And we'll leave the Sun Fairy alive for now. He's getting pretty low, so might as well just go face. I mean, we have Divine Chill Taunt in front, so good. And we do have the double Glowstone Technician, and that's part of the reason why I like the version with the Glowstone Technician, because with cards like that just add this to your hand, it's honestly pretty strong. It can get pretty strong here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to play Glowstone Technician. Okay, Rotten Apple Bomb. And just hit, and then we'll hit his face again. Just keep applying the pressure. Probably just going to go another Glowstone Technician, honestly. Just make these unrealistically huge and try to get him. Yeah, especially since he just used a Siphon Soul on that. And the thing that's also nice... do I want to play Glowstone Technician? Yeah, I think I should just play Glowstone Technician first. Yeah, these are going to be massive. Each of these individually are a threat, so... he's already used both Siphon Souls here. And then this next turn he'll have... oh my gosh, this is insane. He'll have Twisting Nether, and they usually only play one. Ooh, Rebuke. That could be really good as just tech against if he doesn't Twisting Nether this turn or something, we can just dump a board and then Rebuke. He's already used both Siphon Souls, which I think was pretty bad on his part, considering that he saw that we were buffing our entire hand. But let's see what he has. Okay. Just crowd roast that. Thing is, do I want to go through for the Rebuke now? You know, I think I will. Yeah, let's just go for the Rebuke. Hit that, and then just see what happens. Because now his options are really limited. And, I mean, between this is lethal on board, and we still have the 2 damage from Consecration, so... yeah, we'll just see what happens here. It's a 14-11. Like, it's huge. Ziliax. Okay, so Ziliax is going to kill that. Do I want to... so if he kills that, do I want a Consecration so he doesn't get the heal and then I hit him for 16?
My eyes.
It really depends. I mean, he's going to have a lot of healing. So... it's possible, maybe not. Yeah, well... yeah, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and do this. I'll hit here with his face. And we'll do this. That way we can get even more dragons to buff up with this if this dies. Because more than likely he's going to Twisting Nether here. He doesn't have much other options to deal with the Crowd Roaster right now. Yeah, so he's going to Twisting Nether. Which, like I said, is perfectly fine with me. Then we will play that.
In the skies.
And then that. See, this is what I mean. This deck, I mean, this is insane. Like, we've already used both Goldstone Technicians, so that's not going to get huge. But that doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, well. Alright, well. There you go. So that's just a way of, I mean, we end up drawing really well there and getting a pretty solid curve. But that's what I mean. Like, just these decks where you can kind of just curve out and play your best card every single turn. And this does have the added benefit of just making some huge dragons. I think it's pretty sweet. Alright, so this hand is very kind of mild. We're against a rogue. I think I'm just going to ship all these back but the Bronze Herald. Okay, I mean, we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop, so it's not too bad. The Ysera and the Wormguard aren't the greatest, but at least a good way to look at it is with the Ysera in our hand, we're always going to have a dragon in our hand, so it's not terrible. Play Shielded Mini Bot, but better. Yeah. More than likely, it's probably going to be Tempo Rogue. But I'm not 100% sure. It could also be like a Burgle Rogue type deck. It's going to hit it, and it's just probably going to backstab. He's cheap shotting it. Interesting. Okay. Didn't think that card really warranted that because it's not really that threatening. I mean, he took 2, broke his weapon, and cheap shot. So, but hey, I'll personally take it. Probably not the play I would have made, but then again, I don't know his hand. Okay, so it is going to be a Burgle Rogue. Honestly, I think with the Burgle Rogue deck, we're probably pretty favored here because... play one of these. We do pretty good against the slower decks, it seems. With all the hand buffing and stuff that we have in here, it seems like the slower decks, they just have a hard time dealing with the massive creatures that we end up building. Alright, well, he has the preparation, espionage. For the lackey. Okay.
From nothing, power.
Okay. Be really nice to draw like a dragon speaker right here or a scale worm so I could just hit that. That's a worm guard. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play this. See what we get here. So we'd swap a blessing with kings with something. I think that's really the only spell we have. Yeah, let's do it. It's fun. Dragon Speaker and Blessing of Kings. Okay. Some card draw, I'll take it. Dragon Speaker looks a lot better as a 4 mana 3/5. Really? I mean, it's roll a rogue and add shaman spell, so yeah, I can see it. Okay, I like it. I can respect it. Well, that thing is definitely not dying anytime soon, and we do not have any oozes in our deck. Only thing is, we don't really have that many dragons to buff. Okay, Giliax is pretty good here. Yeah, we'll just kill that. Then kill the Cauldron. Should have killed the Cauldron first. I totally spaced it. That was a player in my end. I just got excited when I saw Giliax. I feel like I never draw him. Really? Okay, I see. Yeah, fair enough. Hopefully we can draw another dragon here. Kind of make Dragon Speaker more worth.
In the skies.
Yeah, and let's play a big dragon. Hit face, because knees doesn't do anything. That's buffed, and that's buffed. 4 buffs, that's not bad. Some glowstone technicians would be nice. Okay. Gonna hit that. I guess he has the healing. Gonna shuffle 5 copies of that into his deck. 5 golden copies. Alright, this guy's trying to flex on us. 34 card deck. And the game will not even go close to that long. But I like his enthusiasm. Alright. So he's doing like a lot of value-based things, but right now our hand is set up to really just take over the board. So, based off of that, I mean, depending on what he discovers from all his crazy pilfering that he's done, he might get something insane. That's pretty good. It allows him. Okay. Not bad exactly, but he can do that. Okay. I think maybe he misunderstood. Maybe he thought it buffed as much as Bloodlust. I'm not sure. Because now he's not so sure about his play. He seemed so sure before, but now he's kind of second guessing himself. Buffing up Worm Guards is so good with Glowstone Technician. It's insane, especially if you can get like a double, like in super slow matchups, you can get a double buff on this. Just a huge trump wall that you have to get over. I think I just buffed that. And then play this and just hit him for 10. Yeah, we're kind of at that stage where we just have pretty big sized creatures that he's gonna have to constantly deal with. Assassinate, okay. So you're running the old school assassinate. I respect it. Okay. Do we just slam Ysera right here? No, we should wait on that. We'll go like this. Play Fairy Dragon as well. Let's develop more stickier minions first. But yeah, more than likely, we're going to win this game. I mean, so he did a lot of cool stuff, but that's probably just too slow. Okay. Well, let's just try and flex on us. At least we know he has attack. Oh, that's Whisker. Yeah, he's dead.
Smart moves. I can see.
Well, yeah, it's pretty clean. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep this hand. Not sure. There's not. Priest isn't very popular right now, so I'm not sure what type of priest it is, but it's certainly possible that he could just get cheesed by the fairy dragon. Especially if he Blessing of Kings the fairy dragon. It's be a pretty hard creature for priest to deal with. Okay. Yeah, especially protecting it behind this. We'll see. Just curve out on him. I think we do. We'll just play good old-fashioned curve stone. Definitely not what I was expecting. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know what I was talking about earlier. I'm thinking like magic. Like this is like hexproof and not shroud, but it is like shroud in magic. Okay. That is fine. We definitely need to draw more creatures so we can get some good value out of these. We just need to draw like creature here.
I see a vision in the flames.
Guess we take concentration. Not really good options against. This might be like a combo priest deck based off of the 1/7 with taunt. He's trying to get us with the inner fire combo. It's big.
For justice.
Yeah, guess we'll just do this. It's one inner fire gone. Yeah, so obviously as I say that, he proves to us that that's exactly what he was trying to do. Okay, another one. Same thing, we'll just punch through. Dragon Speaker.
For justice.
Prophecy.
The battle.
Alright, yeah. We'll start flexing our power by buffing our creatures up. So we need some pretty substantial creatures. That one is the hard one to deal with.
The battle.
Thankfully, Crowd Roaster is a pretty strong card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Pretty colors. Prophecy.
Okay.
Play by the rules.
Another one was what I was worried about. That's a little bit hard to take care of.
The battle.
So 9, 10, 11, 12. And we have Zillion.
Precision.
And we'll play this as well.
Pretty colors.
Yeah. Sorry, sir, but that cheese died in 2014. I've had enough.
Pandaria will be ours.
We're actually one off. I said we were one off and gave us that, so I think he's got to run out of playing these big creatures, and he's used a lot of. He's one inner fire, one divine spirit, and control. Okay, go ahead. I will do some buffing. We could save it for that, but honestly, it doesn't feel like that game's going to go this long. With having him so low, we might as well just try to get onto the board and kill him. Kind of finish him off.
I dream and the world
Sarah.
trembles.
Okay. That's fine. I'll play it.
Well played.
Pretty colors.
Alright, yep. Well, he tried to cheese us, but unfortunately we were the cheese police, and that did not work for him. Alright guys, that's all the time we have for this video, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. So overall, just first impressions of the deck, it's cool. We went 4-4 with it here through our first little playthrough of the deck, and it has, you can definitely do some strong things with the deck. It definitely is more true to just classic like curve out Hearthstone nature. However, it really does struggle against slower decks. You have a couple of tools in here like Cathedral Gargoyle, Fire Tree Witch Doctor, like some early game minions, and Consecration, Scale Worm, and even True Silver, and of course Ziliax. But even then, it's just not enough. Like, we just got ran over by like Carpet Zoo and decks like that. Just like the faster decks like Temporo, Carpet Zoo, those type of decks, it doesn't really seem to do good against. Where it shines is in the slower matchups, where you can get your Dragon Speakers and your Glowstone Technicians to really buff up these creatures, and then suddenly you're just, you know, here's a huge creature, deal with it. Okay, you dealt with it. Here's 2 more huge creatures, deal with it. Okay, you board wiped, here's, and like, you just keep making these waves of these giant creatures until eventually they run out of answers and they get overrun and they die. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't recommend crafting this deck. If you have the cards for it, then sure, go ahead, by all means, go ahead and try it for yourself. If the meta slows down, I think it could be a good deck, but as of right now, I don't really think it's worth it. But hey, some people are finding success with it, so if you can find success with it, then let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below what other decks you would like to see us play. And besides that, that's all I have for you today, guys, so have a good one.